Hello and welcome to Talk Ag with Me, the podcast dedicated to improving ag literacy around the globe. I'm your host, Brennan Black, and here we are at the World Ag Expo once again for the second official day of the farm show. So we got quite a few good exhibitors to check out today. They're going to be all in pavilions mostly because it is raining outside. So we're going to be trying to get as much coverage as we can on some of these guys, and I actually had a couple companies email me this morning saying they wanted to interview, so we're going to try to hit those guys as well. So we were probably going to walk by the Field In booth. I scheduled an interview with New Holland yesterday, so we're going to get that done. Got some interviews in Pavilions E, Building C, and I think Pavilion A had an interview. So try to get all that done as soon as we can because, you know, it's raining off and on right now, so we're going to try to hit a couple of the outside guys while it's not raining as hard. Like New Holland, we're going to try to hit him when it's not raining. But a lot of the pavilion stuff is going to be covered today just because of the rain and just the mud, and I just don't feel like, you know, walking through all that and trying to record at the same time, and I don't want to get my equipment all wet. So yeah, we're going to get that done. We also might get a Ritchie Brothers interview today. We'll see how that goes. We've got, you know, quite a bit to do today, so let's go get it done. So we're here in Pavilion A right now, where it's a little bit drier than it is outside. We're going to walk around and look at some different booths, maybe talk to some people. There's a company here that emailed me sometime last week that wants to do an interview, and they want to talk about their new handheld agriculture device. And so we're going to go over and see if we can find them and talk to them for a little bit. So I'm here at the Agro Research International booth. They're, from what I understand, an organic-based group, and they talk about all kinds of methods of, you know, pesticide reduction by, you know, organic herbicide use, organic pesticide use, or just all kinds of different ways of alleviating a lot of those pests without having to go into the synthetic pesticides that so many people are afraid of, and that's causing damage on the scale that it is. So yeah, no, we're going to talk to one of the representatives here. He's right here to do an interview with us. He's going to tell us a little bit about his booth and about what's been going on so far. So how's it going?
Good, thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, so why don't you go ahead and just start off by introducing yourself to our audience here?
Yes, I'm Mark Lejeunesse, President of Agro Research International.
Awesome. So what is Agro Research International all about?
So we manufacture crop protection products, mostly for organic growers, but most of our customers are traditional growers, conventional.
Great.
But we do products, innovative products to protect the crops.
That's awesome. So what have you seen the need for this kind of industry to be? Like where have you seen this to be needed the most around the ag industry?
So especially in California and the Northwest United States, it's mostly organic. So we have right behind me Weed Slayer, which is an organic herbicide, kind of replacing the traditional very harsh chemicals that are damaging to the environment. On the other side there we have the Time Guard, which is our organic bactericide and fungicide. Again, to bring in another molecule into the equation, more ammunition for the growers.
Right, very cool, very cool. So have you seen this to be a growing trend lately, this whole, you know, organic pesticide use? That's awesome.
Absolutely. People were looking for something like that, especially there's less labor.
Yeah.
So for herbicide, this is a great solution. So people are looking for it.
Definitely, that's great. Have you seen a lot of activity at this booth so far?
Yes,
that's
a great
awesome.
show. Yeah, a lot
awesome.
of people from the U.S. and around the world.
That's great. So it's been a pretty good expo so far for you guys?
It's been great.
That's awesome. Glad to hear it.
Thank
so,
you.
is there anything else you want to add on?
No, thank you very much.
All right, well,
I appreciate it. Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Bye.
All right, so I'm here at the Handheld booth, and these are the people I was talking about that wanted to cover this little piece of machinery right here, the Nautis X9. Correct me if I'm saying that wrong.
Yes, Nautis X9.
Nautis X9. Yep. X6?
X6. X9.
Okay, yeah, so there's another one right down there. That's the X6 you can see. Very cool. So yeah, we have a couple of the representatives here from this company that are going to talk to us a little bit about this new tech. So pass off to him.
Thank you. So my name is Damon Ogando. I am Western Region Sales Manager for Handheld Group. We are a manufacturer of rugged devices, so computers, handhelds for the field. We have both Windows and Android operating systems, and the purpose of these devices and their use in agriculture is that they're very rugged devices. They can be used out in the rain, they can be dropped in the water, they can be dropped to concrete multiple times. They withstand temperature extremes, or high and low temperature extremes. So it's better than using, say, an iPhone or a consumer device out in the field.
Right.
especially because they have field replaceable batteries.
Oh, perfect.
So you can bring an extra battery with you out in the field. If your battery does run low, you can swap it out in the field and just keep going rather than having to charge it.
Cool.
Since they are Android and Windows operating systems, there's a whole host of applications that run on it. We have a lot of our resellers here also at the show who provide software for these devices. They're perfect for, some of the bigger ones are perfect for in-vehicle use. You can have a tractor and a truck. And some of these mid-sized ones can actually have both applications. They're pocketable.
Cool.
They all come with, you can attach a barcode scanner to them, or they have internal barcode scanners. So you can actually scan barcodes if you're doing lot traceability for vegetables or fruits. You can also do that. And then we have a number of different options for sizes and operating systems. Here's one that shows it how it would look mounted in a truck.
Okay.
This is our 10-inch Windows tablet, and this is a Bluetooth keyboard that attaches to it. And you can probably do that with any of these devices. They all communicate over wide area communication, so Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile. So you could do remote data collection and actually do real-time data collection back to your poster or to whatever application you like.
Awesome. So are these things currently out on the market, or?
They are currently on the market. So we do 99% of our sales through our reseller partners or integration partners.
Okay.
So we sell them the hardware, and then they add value to them by putting software on it that's relevant to this particular vertical.
Gotcha. Very cool. Very cool. So how long did this type of technology take to produce? So it was kind of a long process in terms of the the planning and the getting resources together and doing all the research on how to get them to be that durable and still functional, or?
Yeah, so the way these are manufactured, the cases are very ruggedized.
Okay.
Also, the boards internally are probably a little bit thicker than you find in the software, so they can withstand the shock. They all have what they call IP certifications, and an IP certification lets you know how much water it can withstand, how much does it protect it from getting dusty and dirt.
Cool. Awesome. All right, well, that's very cool. Anything else you want to add before I sign off here?
We're at booth 1204 in building A, so come on by and see us.
Awesome. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's like they said, check out their booth over in Pavilion A. They're towards the back of the booth, right in the middle row if you're looking for them. They're really cool. They have some pretty cool technology to check out there, so make sure you guys give them some attention, and I'll probably be coming back by and checking on them once they get a little bit busier. I kind of want to see some of the people they're talking to, so that'll be pretty interesting. So we're going to go along here and look at some other booths, see if we can talk to a couple other vendors before we move on to probably building B, and then we'll move on from there down the road to some of the other pavilions. Alright, so we're going to continue on here through the Pavilion A. We've got the wonderful nurseries booth right here, which is pretty cool. I'd like to ask them some questions sometime. I want to get some representatives over to talk about their company and what they do here, so hopefully we'll get to do that pretty soon. We got some tech companies over here. This is really cool. Sunny Gym. We got all kinds of cool companies around here that are just, all leading toward the same goal here, and I think that's really awesome. So, yeah, we're going to go around here and see if we can catch some other people to talk about what they do. Anybody who wants to really explain what's going on and why they're here, and I think that'd be pretty cool. So, we'll go around here and see if we can cover anybody else that's willing to talk to us. Alright, so as we go through here, we see a lot of the more mechanical side of the ag technologies here. Got some software companies, some tube companies, all kinds of cool stuff going on here. So we'll see if anybody wants to kind of talk about what's going on at the World Ag Expo today. It'd be great. So. Warren, how are you? There's the wonderful citrus booth here. That's pretty cool. Hope we get to talk to them someday. A lot of these big companies out here, a lot of them, for as big as they are and for as many people as they talk to, they're camera shy for some reason. But that's okay. We can get over that. So yeah, we'll go over and just kind of see who will talk to us. We're here right outside Building C. We're about to do the unveiling of the new name for Building C, which apparently is going to be the Motivo Agri-Science Center. So that's exciting. It's supposed to start at 10. I don't see anybody up there talking just yet, but hopefully we'll get to see the announcement and just kind of get some coverage on what's going to be going on inside there here in just a minute. Alright, Alright, we're going to go make our way into Building C, or I guess it's now called the Motivo building, and we can walk by. There's Jennifer right there. We're going to go through and talk to some of the vendors in here, probably go check in on Steelden's booth once again, just kind of see how they're doing. It's gotten a lot busier in here since Media Day, that's for sure. So we're going to try to see if we can get some companies to kind of talk to us about what's going on. And the big old screen actually has something on it now, so that's pretty cool as well. So let's just go along here and see what we can find, see if we can get some interviews out, talk to some great people, get some information on some awesome companies, and yeah, we'll see who's out there. Yeah, there's all kinds of great departments here and organizations and companies to talk to. So much cool stuff going on. We've got the sheriff's departments here from different counties. We've got all kinds of different irrigation and ag tech and engineering companies here. And it's just, you know, it's awesome to see all this stuff as we walk around here. So we're gonna walk around for a little bit. I actually had a company just pull me aside and tell me they wanted me to come back by their booth in about 15 minutes whenever they're available, and they want to talk to us about some drones and some up-and-coming ag tech that they're working on. So I'm excited about that. Here we have T-Jet Technologies, which is a massive booth here, which is really cool. We might swing by and talk to these guys in a little bit too, you know, whenever they have some time to talk to us. So awesome. Cabinet. Some really cool booths here right now. They got the Pure Crop booth right here, which is awesome. It's all lit up and fancy. It's just a massive space. I mean, it's just really cool to see the different dynamic types of booths. I mean, you have some that are just like filled to the gills with stuff, and then you have like the Pure Crop one that's just super simple. They're just kind of standing around talking to people, and you know, it's hard to say which one I like better. I like, you know, seeing all kinds of fun stuff and seeing what they're all about, but the simplicity is also nice because it's not as overwhelming visually. You kind of just get to talk to people and see what, you know, what they have to say about things, so that's always exciting. Alright, so I was walking through Building C here and I saw these group of blue corduroy jacket clad individuals that I'm going to interview now just to talk a little bit about the expo and what they've seen so far. And so yeah, we've got 2 state officers here and 2 non-state officers. But you know, it's cool. We're going to talk about what's going on today. So how you guys doing?
Pretty good.
Good. So what have you guys seen so far at the expo? It's been pretty cool.
I think the biggest thing that I've been able to see is all the FFA members not only walking around within corduroy jackets, but walking around just as students within their chapters coming here. It's sort of eye-opening because in the FFA there's opportunities to look into the agricultural industry, but a lot of times it's hard to see exactly where it's being pushed forward and some of that new technology. So seeing students here being open to that is phenomenal. Cool,
that's awesome. Have you guys seen anything really you know, stands out to you so far at any of the booths yet?
Well, I think the thing that stands out to me, the booths are all amazing, but what really stands out is the friendly nature of all the people here. I've been talked to and approached by 4 different sets of people. I've been here maybe 10 minutes. I hardly know any of these people, and it's just really friendly. It's a great atmosphere.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So what are you guys looking forward to out of this expo this year?
Chocolate milk.
Yeah.
Chocolate milk?
Chocolate milk as soon as possible.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Awesome. Cool. All right, well, anything else you guys want to add or say about the expo this year?
Come on, stop by the California FFA booth. The state officers are here. We're taking pictures, and we'd love to see you come by.
Awesome. Yeah, no, I'll be swinging by there later today, and I hope that the rest of you guys will too. So yeah, nice to see you guys.
Thank you.
How's it going?
Yeah, good.
Good. Are you liking the expo so far?
Good.
Good. That's awesome. Glad to hear it.
Awesome.
So this is the AeroVironment booth. I was just talking to Brad over there about the drone that they're producing, and it's really interesting. It was really cool, so I'm glad that I was able to get that information. We're going to do a follow-up episode with these guys on the drone industry and on, you know, more specifics about what their drone can do. He's showing it off right there. And they're also doing test flights. If it's raining too hard tomorrow, they're not going to be able to get one done though, so unfortunately that's not that good, but definitely come over and check out their booth, guys. They've got a lot going on. There's some great people to talk to, and yeah, it was a lot of fun, so hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so I'm here today at the AeroVironment booth with Brad Caraway here. He's going to tell us a little bit about his booth here, about his company, and about the drones that they develop. So I'm just going to give it to him. He can take lead from here.
Sure. You know, the theme of this year's World Ag Expo is harvesting technology.
Right.
And there's probably no better example of that than a drone and data analytics platform that really provides the grower with on-demand field intelligence that helps them to grow smarter, be more efficient, even with less inputs, and to improve or maximize their yield potential.
All right. Cool.
The way that we are able to do that and help out growers at AeroVironment is through our Quantix and ABDSS data analytics platform. It's a integrated drone and data analytics system that provides that detailed insight that the growers need to take, actionable steps to reduce pest infestation, to optimize yield potential, to in-season verification of their applications.
That's awesome.
The company itself, AeroVironment, has been making drones for over 30 years. We're the #1 supplier to the U.S. military and 40 allied nations around the world. We supply 86% of the small hand-launched drones to the Department of Defense. So we're used by the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines. And what we did was we took all of that military know-how and aerospace engineering expertise and created a product that was purpose-built for precision agriculture.
Wow.
Before just coming to market, we started working with growers, agronomists, academic research teams, and we said, all right, what are you looking for in a system? Because there's already drones out there in the market, but we found out that they're hard to pilot, they're inconsistent, you've got to buy a drone from one person, you've got to become a camera expert and buy a camera from somebody else.
Yeah.
And then you have to find the right data analytics platform to make sense of it all.
Mm-hmm.
We said, okay, that's much too complicated. Let's come out with a system that takes a lot of those pain points away and creates something that the operator can just basically plug into. When you look at the drone, you notice that there's no really moving pieces on it.
Mm-hmm.
We wanted it to be ready to fly out of the box in 5 minutes. You just put on the propellers, stick in the battery pack, take out your operating tablet. All you have to do is plop down 4 coordinates over the field you want to fly, go through a couple of safety precautions, and then swipe to launch the aircraft.
Awesome.
Takes off vertically, transitions to a horizontal flight, and it's all built around speed and performance.
Wow.
So he'll cover 400 acres in 45 minutes. As soon as he lands, you can see on your operating tablet reference NDVI or true color maps, so you can go out and ground truth. Hey, I've got an issue there. I want to go take a look at it now.
Wow.
And then you just upload the data to our data analytics platform where we do a host of other deliverables.
Awesome. So how long does the battery life on this thing last for a typical model?
It's 45 minutes.
45 minutes, okay.
But it only takes an hour and a half to recharge it.
Okay.
We sell extra batteries. So, hey, this guy lands after 45 minutes after doing 400 acres. No problem. Just swap in a fresh battery. He's ready to go for another 400 acres.
Awesome.
Literally, you can fly thousands of acres in one day if you're just rotating through your batteries.
Huh. That's pretty cool.
Hmm.
So what have you noticed has been the kind of the selling point for this thing? I'm assuming this is getting quite a bit of attention lately. I mean, just seeing the activity at the booth. What have people been drawn to the most about this?
I think what people really appreciate is the simplicity of the system. How we took something that was, really felt like it was complicated, both from a piloting standpoint, how do you operate a drone, to how does it collect the data. There's a lot of other competitors out there that require you to stitch the imagery together. No. We know that that's a labor-intensive, very complicated ordeal. We wanted to take that out of the equation. I think the other thing that people really appreciate from it are the product updates that we've made to it. So variable rate layer, for instance.
Okay.
You can now export a variable rate layer from the system and import that into your farm management software.
Oh, nice.
And if you have John Deere Operations Center, it's literally one click to put it right into your organizations. And then you can use that to create your own custom prescriptions and applications from there.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So where do you see this product going? Are you going to make improvements on this model, or are
Yeah.
you going to be changing a lot about?
The airframe is going to remain the same.
Okay.
I mean, it's really been dialed in. It lasts for years.
Okay.
What we continually do is about every 3 months come out with new software updates. And those are always free to anybody who owns the system. There's no additional cost. We're not trying to nickel and dime people. But we're adding things like plant count, in the future.
Okay, cool.
We get a lot of feedback from our users that say, can you modify this because I have this use case application, or I have this type of, crop that I'm growing. And absolutely, we take that all into consideration every 3 months we come out with new performance enhancements, safety features to make the system even better.
Awesome. So what's the cost of one of these things?
It starts at $16,500.
Okay.
But that's all in. So that's the drone, access, the operating tablet, access to the AB DSS drone analytics platform for 3 years.
Okay.
So you pay nothing after that.
Wow.
As many acres as you can fly, as many acres as you upload. There's no monthly storage costs, data caps or anything else. Then we have other tiers that go from $16,500 down to $8,000. This is perfect for somebody who's got larger acreage and really wants to just pay as they fly. So it's 50 cents an acre, processed through the system, but that's really it. Again, there's no like monthly fees or data caps or anything else.
Really cool.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Is there anything else really significant you want to, tell us about today, about either the drone, about the company, about the World Ag Expo? Maybe we can find you guys.
We like to think about it as one of the most powerful drone and data analytics platforms on the market, specifically built around precision ag.
Okay.
Specifically built around what growers' needs are. We're one of those companies that connect with our customers. We're in Los Angeles, in Simi Valley.
Yeah.
We're always making trips out to Central Valley, do flight demos. We've got 3 flight demos going on daily here. We really just want to connect, understand people, and start the conversation on how this can improve their operation.
Awesome. I think that's great. I think drones are kind of a big piece of technology that's going to be, revolutionizing a lot of ag, and I think they're becoming a lot more popular. So it's nice to see, all kinds of different varieties of drones making their appearance. So yeah, I think that you guys are doing a great job here. It seems like, a lot of other people think the same thing with as much activity as you guys have gotten around here. That's great. All right, well, if you have anything else you want to add, then, feel free to. If not, I think that's all the questions I have.
Yeah, booth 3006, we're in the Building C, right?
Building C?
Yeah, and then daily flight demos right out across the parking lot,
Awesome.
11 a.m., 1 p.m., and 3 p.m. And you can find us online at avdroneanalytics.com.
Okay, I'll be linking that in my description. Great.
Awesome. Thanks,
right.
buddy.
Thank you.
Nice meeting you.
Yep, nice meeting you too.
Below it, they're 18 megapixels, so true color RGB, which is just like a regular camera, and a multispectral camera. So that gives you like.
So these guys have been getting coverage all day. I mean, there's just tons of activity at this booth. There's people everywhere. So it was really hard to get an interview lined up in the point where they didn't have a lot of people here. So I'm really glad I got that done. But it's really cool to see them, talking to all kinds of people and so many people being interested in the new drone technology. So I'm glad that that's becoming really popular. All right, I'm currently here at the Protect the Harvest booth. They talk about animal rights activist groups and try and protect farms from being attacked by them. So we're going to interview these guys and talk to them real quick about what they do. All right, so I'm here with Bae Doak right now from the Protect the Harvest booth. She's going to talk to us a little bit about what she does. So.
Hi, Protect the Harvest is a nonprofit organization. We do grassroots education. That's what my job is. So we go to the farm shows, we go to rodeos, circuses, zoos, but we educate the consumers of the threats to our agriculture. So we protect the rights of farmers, ranchers, sportsmen. We educate each one of those about the threats. We go to, we even go to some of the FFA National Convention efforts. So we educate the advisors as well. So we have a lot of literature on our website, protecttheharvest.com. We're also on Facebook. So if any of you out there would like to follow us on Facebook, like and share. We have a lot of information. We've just revamped our website. Please go to that. We're also on Twitter. So follow us there.
Yeah. So how did this whole project get started, if you don't mind me asking?
This was started out of Missouri. There was a ballot initiative that was going to affect all farming and ranching in Missouri. Then it spread from there. We do have a founder that has a ranch that is very passionate about agriculture. So with the effort of that, it became the 501c3.
Okay, cool. Where did some of
On our 501c4, we do have lobbyist group. We do have a group that's in Washington D.C. as well, but we push back. But we do work with a lot of different organizations, a lot of agriculture organizations. The booth has been fantastic. We have had numerous people stop and thank us, some new people that did not know who we are. We've educated them. We've got a lot of followers. So if you'll see that on our Facebook page, we do have 231,000 likes on it, but our reach is in the millions. So if you all help us share it, that'd be great.
Yeah, no, definitely. I'm always happy to advocate for something that's doing good for the agriculture industry. So yeah, no, I appreciate your time, and I'm glad that you guys are here doing what you're doing.
Well, thank you very much for having me.
Thank you.
All right, so I'm here at the Motivo booth with, I didn't get your name, I'm sorry.
Chris Ladondo.
Chris Ladondo here. He's going to talk to us a little bit about what his booth is all about, what his company does, and yeah, just give us some good information. So let's get started with this.
Thanks, Brendan. So Motivo Engineering is a product development firm.
Okay.
We have 2 offices in California. One's in Los Angeles, the other's up in Silicon Valley.
Gotcha.
And we work in ag tech, we work in aerospace, we work in mobility, autonomous things, industrial automation.
Wow.
And our forte is creating first of their kind electromechanical solutions, really complex, intelligent systems end to end that do things like robotic harvesting or automating transplanting or artificial intelligence that's a part of cultivation of crops, things like weeding, thinning, spraying, and all of that. We're really excited. This is our 2nd year at the show, and last year we showed off some robotics, some independent componentry that we marry together to solve big problems, but this year we're very excited to be unveiling new technology, new systems that seem to be very well received, and one of those is an automated transplanter that we've built for our client, Greenheart Farms.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, I think that what you guys are doing is just amazing. I mean, you guys are what we're going to need over the course of the next few decades, just because as much as ag is changing, we're going to need people to accommodate for not only the growing population but the shrinking amount of farming land we're going to have. So we have
interesting. Yeah, that's a big problem. The labor issue, a scarcity of labor to create the food that we eat. Right. I mean, we need shelter, we need air, we need water, we need food.
Right.
These are staples, and a lot of people don't understand that our food supply is in critical danger because of a lot of the macroeconomic forces that are being pulling on and pressing on growers, farmers, ranchers. We think that there is a place for engineering to help be front and center to solve these problems, but it can't just be technology applied for technology's sake.
Right.
You can't have you can't be a technologist from Silicon Valley who's an ex-Googler that has this idea of using a drone and some sensors, and now all of a sudden you're going to come down and talk to guys like yourself that come from families that have been farming for generations and tell them, oh, this is the solution to all your problems.
Right.
They have no idea what you're doing.
Right.
And so what makes Motivo special is that we're able to extract the insights, the knowledge associated with your multi-generational farming operations.
Okay.
And then we can create systems that leverage and take advantage of those little nuances. So for example, if I'm going to pull a piece of citrus off of a tree, I can't just yank it like that.
Right.
There's a certain twisting motion and down like this, right? Or if I have a crew who's operating transplanters, I have to understand that there's a whole number of people that follow up that manual process that are making up mistakes. So the opportunity isn't just to develop systems that address labor scarcity. You're actually going further still to improve throughput, to improve yields, to improve accuracy. And so you're talking about double, triple whammy wins.
Wow.
And it takes a very dire situation for an industry that's looking around going, what are we going to do? And it all of a sudden it gives you hope. And more than that, it invents intellectual property that has tremendous value above and beyond just the bottom line of a business.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think that's a really good point. So with a lot of these, there's a lot of new farmers coming out right now. Next generation's taking over farms, and as much as it pains some of the older farmers, they're changing their grandpa's farming methods a little bit more, making them a little bit more automated and a little bit more technological. Have you seen a lot of these new people coming in asking for help with with automating their farms?
Absolutely, and I also see the struggle that in their eyes that takes place between the old guard and the new.
Yep.
And for a lot of good reasons, I think people that have been farming for a long time, it's like the boy who cried wolf.
Right.
You've got a number of people that have said that the salvation is near and it's going to come in the form of new technology.
Right.
These are people that are accustomed to big, thick metal welded together, and you've got a lot of fabricators of this sort of like historically common equipment in ag. So when you start talking about incorporating new sensors, vision systems, artificial intelligence, robotics, that really goes beyond the engineering knowledge and bandwidth of your farmer. And you have incredibly entrepreneurial people that are successful and come up with incredibly novel things. But much of the options available today outside of your own farming operation would be relying on guys that are accustomed to building big ag equipment. They don't have the technological insight. So where Motivo plays a role is in filling that gap above and beyond fabricators or industrial PLC type guys.
Gotcha.
And so, but where we also fill that gap is where the John Deeres and the Case IHs of the world, they're not touching it, right? Because they're focused on big mega commodity crops.
Right.
And so there's a space for Motivo in there to help all of these farmers with these visions of a future, and we can help them converge on these systems.
Yeah.
So we're really excited about that.
That's so amazing. Yeah. So I'm not gonna take too much of your time. I know you got a lot of demonstrating to do, and I saw that you guys were pretty busy lately, so that's really exciting. Just one or two more questions. What have you seen a lot of activity at your booth these past couple of days, and have you seen a lot of just awareness of what you guys are doing lately?
Without question, I'm very excited that this year, being our second year, we have found ourselves having really influential people in agriculture come by, people that are associated with a lot of the very well-known technology developments in agriculture have come by. We're fortunate to be working with a few, and we think that that will be an increasing trend. I think there's a lot of enthusiasm for the state of ag technology today. I think that people realize that not only do they have no choice, but finally now there's some viable opportunities and options for even smaller operations to develop their own technology. You don't need to have $100 million in revenue to be able to afford the development of custom solutions for your business. You can be a $20 million business, and you can still afford to rapidly create something that's never existed before, and Motivo is unlocking that.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, I was just talking to one of your other representatives here, and he was telling me how you guys really didn't start out as an ag tech company, and you guys have kind of built your way up to that point. So I think that's just amazing. So
it's part of the magic sauce of Motivo that we work in aerospace and automotive and energy, and those different perspectives allow us to look at these problems in a different way, and we can come with different sort of solution approaches. And I think that's something that our clients value in Motivo for sure.
Yeah, no, definitely, I agree. Well, I'd like to thank you for your time. I think that you guys are awesome. I'd like to do maybe a follow-up episode sometime on what you guys do on a little bit more depth. I mean, we have some more time, maybe. So
thank you, Brendan. I would really look forward to that, and I'd take a moment to thank you for the efforts that you're doing. I admire all of my peers, young people that take it upon themselves to help educate the industry to protect our food economy. It's altruism that is increasingly rare today, so you should be proud of that.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
We're at the end of another great day. I got a lot of great interviews out there. I hope you guys enjoyed listening to all these great people talk, and I'm really glad that we got as many interviews as we did. We got a lot of great companies. We're going to be following up with a good portion of them after this week and just getting all kinds of great episodes out. So I really hope you guys enjoyed. I really appreciate all the support I've been getting so far. I've just been really grateful for this opportunity. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget, if you ate today, thank a farmer.